When I was 8, I saw a figure waving at me from a farmhouse in the fields. Curious, I wanted to go closer, but my uncle grabbed me and rushed me home. As soon as we entered, my uncle told my aunt, "This is bad, there's a Ma Hou at the west end of the field." "Uncle, what I saw just now was clearly a person, and he even waved at me."
That's not a person, it's a Ma Hou. Its front limbs are short, but it rips off human arms and puts them on. It makes waving gestures to lure people over.
My aunt paced anxiously, asking, "Old man, what do we do?" "It's after our nephew. Don't panic, it's afternoon now, everyone's awake."
It won't dare to enter the village. I'll go talk to the village chief about what to do.
My uncle grabbed the cleaver from the kitchen and left. After my aunt took me back inside, I asked her what a Ma Hou was. My aunt explained, "It's a monster shaped like a human, but it's stronger than a person and likes to eat human brains. Covered in black fur, with no facial features and a huge gash across his face. Elderly Ma Hou can even speak human language. Then why is it after me?" Oh, what a tragedy. Back then, your grandpa, to save you, shot and injured the Ma Hou's face. Now it's back and your grandpa is gone. It's probably here for revenge. I was terrified after hearing this, stunned and at a loss. My aunt comforted me. "Don't be scared. Tomorrow, I'll take you to town to find your dad. Ma Hou are afraid of lively places. You'll be fine."
Just after Auntie finished speaking, I suddenly heard the dog in the yard barking frantically at the gate. My auntie looked puzzled. It was afternoon, and every household was preparing dinner. Rarely would anyone visit.
She shouted into the yard, "Who's there?"
Dahuang was still barking frantically, but there was no response from outside the door, only a thumping sound of knocking. Could it be the Ma Hou?
"Don't scare yourself. As long as people are awake and it's lively, Ma Hou won't dare to enter the village."
But even as Auntie said this, she wasn't so sure herself. She called out again, "Who is it?"
"My husband and a few young lads are drinking in here. If it's important, come back tomorrow."
After my auntie said this, the knocking stopped and Dahuang stopped barking frantically. It only let out occasional warning growls, as if that thing was wary of many people and had left. But before we could catch our breath, I suddenly heard thumping sounds coming from the roof. It sounded like someone was walking on our roof. Auntie quickly pulled me into the wardrobe. No sooner had we hidden than we heard tiles and thatch falling to the ground. Then came the sound of something thudding as it jumped to the floor. Dahuang outside the door started barking frantically again. A heavy breathing sound, similar to a tractor engine roaring, echoed in the room. The air was filled with a disgusting stench. It was like rotten fish guts. Immediately after, through the crack in the wardrobe, I clearly saw Ma Hou's terrifying face. It was at that very moment his face turned towards the wardrobe. Then he let out an excited, chilling laugh. The sound was a cackling, as if he had found a delicious meal, as I watched him slowly approach us. Outside the house, there was a sudden clanging and banging of gongs and drums. It was louder and noisier than firecrackers on New Year's. Unexpectedly, Ma Hou, upon hearing such a sound, jumped onto the roof and fled. After we came out of the wardrobe, Uncle and a group of young men also entered the house. Villagers were discussing animatedly. They couldn't believe Ma Hou was so bold, daring to enter the house before nightfall. An old man named Li the Cripple advised Uncle,
"That Ma Hou is after your nephew. You should quickly send him back to the town."
How can we do that now?
"It's almost dark, and it takes 4 hours to get to town by donkey cart. If Ma Hou catches up halfway, we'd be doomed." My uncle and the villagers discussed. "Ma Hou will definitely come again tonight. For now, the only way to keep him safe is for the men to guard him in the house." A burly man spoke up.
Uncle, don't worry. We're not leaving tonight. We'll stay here and guard him. Can 7 or 8 grown men not handle one Ma Hou?
Li the Cripple tapped his crutch.
Ma Hou is very cunning. His grandfather was such a shrewd hunter. Ma Hou would eat them all. Even 10 of you might not be able to kill it.
After that, Li Xue warned everyone that no matter what sound they heard at night, they absolutely must not open the door. With so many people inside right now, Ma Hou wouldn't be foolish enough to break in. His only method would be to trick someone into coming out. At that time, there were no streetlights in the countryside, and as soon as the sun set, the village became dark. After nightfall, it was completely silent, with only the occasional dog bark in the distance. Everyone huddled together, smoking and playing cards to stay awake. But by around 4 a.m., it was still eerily quiet outside.
There was no sign of Ma Hou, and several young men couldn't hold on any longer.
They leaned against the bed and fell asleep.
My aunt asked my uncle, "Old man, is Ma Hou not coming?"
No, Ma Hou is persistent. Once it sets its sights on something, it must get its meal that very night.
After a long while, just as I couldn't hold on and started to doze off, there was a sudden noise outside the courtyard. Dong dong dong, it was a knocking sound. My uncle jolted upright, woke the men, and said, "It's here." Everyone scrambled to grab their farm tools, looking nervously at the courtyard gate. The knocking sounded a few more times, and then someone outside spoke. Du Zhuang, that was my uncle's name. My uncle was stunned and replied, "Who?" The person outside replied, "I." My uncle reacted and asked, "Is it the village chief? Is he here to bring us motorcycles?" Likizi, however, frowned at this moment.
Who delivers a motorcycle at this hour? We didn't see the village chief all afternoon. How did he know we needed the bike urgently?
Uncle Shasho. Uncle called out again. Is that the village chief? After a moment, there was no reply from outside the door. Just as we were wondering, a voice spoke from outside again. It's him, the burly young man stood up.
It's my uncle. Let him in quickly. It's too dangerous outside.
Likizi shook his head. No.
That doesn't sound like a human voice. Don't go out.
The young man, Wang Datu, the village chief's nephew, heard this and became angry. What do you mean by that?
So you want me to just leave my uncle outside? There's a great horse monkey out there. Do you want him to be eaten? How dare you speak like that?
Does that sound like the village chief's voice to you?
Are you crazy?
Are you still holding a grudge because my uncle caused your leg to break back then?
If you want to open it, go ahead. Just don't drag us into it if you die. You can't reason with a fool rushing to his doom.
My auntie was also worried it might be a gray horse monkey outside. Datu, don't be reckless. That doesn't sound like the village chief's voice.
Auntie, are you siding with them too? My uncle's always been a night owl. Don't I know what he's like?
With that, Wang Datu pushed open the house door. He walked straight towards the courtyard gate. My uncle was also unsure in his heart. What if it's the village chief coming to deliver the motorcycle and we leave him out there? He could really be eaten. But what if it's Ma Hou disguised as the village chief luring us to open the door? Then everyone here, if not all of us, would surely die. At the very least, a few would lose an arm or a leg. Li Qiu Xiao Zhongzhu quick, close the door.
This guy is rushing to his death, but we're not going down with him.
Wang Datu cursed, "You old fool," then turned and pulled the door open. The main gate to the courtyard lost its defense, creaking open in the dark night. The people inside the house clutched their shovels and pickaxes tightly. The temperature inside the room noticeably rose, and faint mist appeared on the windows. But Wang Datu's scream never came. Instead, his confused voice was heard.
Uncle, why did you leave? Come inside quickly.
Now, lad. Wang Datu pushed the motorcycle into the house, a triumphant look on his face. He said,
Making a fuss over nothing. I told you it was my uncle, but you wouldn't believe me. He just dropped off the motorcycle and left.
Auntie Wu saw that it was indeed the village chief's motorcycle and quickly asked, "Where's the village chief?" Wang Datu slammed the door shut and said,
What do you expect? You guys called him Ma Hou, so he got angry and left. He didn't even say goodbye or look back when he left.
My uncle rubbed his forehead and said, "Oh dear, did we really misjudge the village chief?" Li Xuezi's face was grim. He squatted in the corner, not saying a word. He just puffed on his dry tobacco pipe. Then Wang Datu turned to uncle and said,
Zhongzhu said, the sun's coming up. I have a motorcycle now, so I'll quickly take my nephew to town. Then I'll go to the police station and bring the police back to deal with Ma Hou for good. If we leave now, we'll definitely be back before evening. Datu makes a good point. I don't think it'll be safe even when it's fully light. Let Datu go early and get the police.
After this analysis, everyone had nothing more to say. They were just confused. Yesterday afternoon, every household was in the village, and the sun was high. It was when the village was bustling with people. But Ma Hou wasn't afraid and even entered homes. Why was that? Now that it's dark, he's afraid to come. Everything is truly bizarre.